Hola gente, ¿cómo están? Muy buenas noches y bienvenidos a un nuevo juego. Esta vez se trata de un juego que es la primera vez que lo voy a jugar. Marta está muerta. Marta is dead. Ya había visto antes, oído algo de este juego, pero os juro que es la primera vez que también lo voy a jugar. Nunca lo he jugado en mi vida. Bueno, sin más preámbulo, entonces, comencemos. Voy a comenzar. Ajusta el brillo. Y ahí está bien. La historia de Marta is Dead y los personajes que presenta son una obra de ficción. El juego contiene escenas potencialmente incómodas y cubre temas que podrían perturbar a algunos jugadores. Ajá. O sea, está bien el juego entonces. Está bueno el juego. El juego está recomendado para una audiencia adulta, lleva la calificación por edad desapropiada. Como un drama narrativo adulto, el juego usa interpretaciones artísticas que pueden ser visualmente perturbadoras y podrían resultar incómodas. Explora las complejidades de la mente humana, el trauma psicológico y la autolesión. Caray, 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 caray. Caray, ¿en qué nos estamos metiendo? ¿En qué clase de juego es este? No se recomienda el juego a jugadores que puedan encontrar perturbadoras las representaciones de escenas adulta que contienen sangre, desmembramientos, desfiguramientos de cuerpos humanos y autolesiones. Bueno, prácticamente aquí nos están advirtiendo que el juego va a ser bravo. El juego va a tener su picantito y no es apropiado para ciertas personas. Entonces, señores, si ustedes están mirando este video y tienen algún problema, como dice, con sangre, desmembramientos, desfiguraciones de cuerpos humanos y autolesiones, vayan ahí a la barrita de clic y salgan del video, porque si no se van a perturbar o se van a incomodar bastante. Bueno, entonces, continuemos.
Ciao, I'm Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
Que me enviaron con mi tata, dice. Acá en el equipo al papá le decimos tata. Nuevo capítulo, La Leyenda. Verano
Nanny,
1929.
will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow. Not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and suffering can make us do evil things, even if we're not actually bad.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady, I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because I love her. But what about Martha? Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story? Even if it's foggy outside. Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
La dama blanca. Para mover la cámara R.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her. In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance. Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth, even just for an instant. The lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Clase de cuentos. Bueno, otros tiempos.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
Le dice nani, no le dice tata. Pero bueno. Aquí al papá le decimos tata. En otros tiempos así eran los cuentos. Y los niños lo escuchaban normal. Era otro tipo de sociedad. Intentamos leer eso a un niño actualmente. Es un
spent
crimen.
almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
Ah, mira, estamos acá, nuevo capítulo El Lago, 16 de julio de 1944, 6 de la mañana. RT para interactuar. Ah, mira esa cámara.
Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film.
El nuevo.
Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film. Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
¿Una nube? ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ah, no! ¡Es la mujer!
What? Is that a person? I must help them.
LB. Allá al fondo está.
I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
LB. Me ha hecho dar frío.
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead.
Bueno, te cuento que el juego se llama
It's
Marta
not
está
possible.
muerta.
It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine.
Ya.
Everything will be fine.
Ya está morada. Ya
I
murió.
have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine.
Marta.
February 26th, 1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
¿Quién habla? Ah, mira.
What are you doing?
Go, Eric, run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life. and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. "Martha, are you okay?" she asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone. I would
Oops.
have to pretend to be Martha. Forever.
Ups, ups, ups. Vamos a ver. El cuerpo. Un día después de la muerte de Marta, 22:30 de la noche. La están velando. Estamos en los años 40 y la tapa del cajón abierto. Bueno, era costumbre. Sí.
O Lord who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do.
R para destacar los puntos de interés. Las pistas pueden desactivarse en los ajustes del juego.
July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General for Conscripts and NCOs. We are grieving over your sudden loss, and we send you our heartfelt condolences. The Lieutenant Colonel Rapporteur.
No.
An old painting. I find it so sad. It communicates a sense of deep solitude to me. There's no reason to use the phone right now. I can't turn it off. We have to listen to the radio all of the time. Any news and announcements can be vital.
Ajá, por la guerra. Esa canción sí parece bonita. Mira esa chimenea antigua.
Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me. The only way people could tell Martha and me apart was by dressing differently. Even Mother couldn't tell us apart. This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours. Mummy and Daddy. They are the epitome of wealth and elegance. But pain pays no heed to money and style. Books, books, and more books. In our villa, there must be 10 times more than even here.
Ya que el papá está descansando, está durmiendo.
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. Daddy must be devastated. He loves me. I messed up and now I have to watch him suffer my death. I can at least light the candles and let him find some comfort in sleep.
Ya las velas están apagadas, entonces me imagino que necesito un fósforo o algo.
I don't need that right now. Riding bikes around here is beautiful. These are Mummy and Daddy's bikes, though. Mine is outside.
Este es para correr. No puedo salir. No puedo llevar el candelabro y encenderlo.
A telegraph box. I know how to use it. Daddy taught me.
Un telégrafo. Ah, ya, este es para encenderlas.
Daddy's oboe. We were preparing a really nice duet together. On the rare occasions he's at home, that is. Daddy, Mummy, and my grandparents. It seems almost impossible that Father is a soldier. Mother would have been more suitable if she wasn't a woman.
Ya, ahora sí vamos a encender las velas. Una. Uy. Dos. Tres.
When you're done, can you come and get the flowers, please? Or send Martha if you like.
Never a moment's peace. Even at a time like this. She can't sit still for a second.
Es una mandona. Autoguardado. Mira ese interruptor. Se gira y ¡pac! Prende. Recoge las flores de madre antes de que se enfade. ¿Estos son? O estas.
Coming to get these damn flowers.
When Mummy asks for something, there's no escaping it. Everything always has to be perfect with her.
¿Es la radio?
Parla Londra. Trasmettiamo alcuni messaggi speciali. Felice non è felice. E c'è stata la pioggia. La mia barba è bionda. Parla Londra. Abbiamo trasmesso alcuni messaggi speciali.
Uy, ¿qué habrá sido eso? Un código. Oye, hay que ponerla acá.
What's happening? Who closed the door?
Uy. Cerraron la puerta, ¿verdad?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here, of all places?
What? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever. Why don't you go to bed?
No. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irene? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile. Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me? They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich K. was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
No. Salió en noticias también lo que Julia supuestamente ha muerto. Bueno, en este caso Marta,
Mother
¿no?
didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Marta, yo, dice. Marta. Yo. Otra vez. Marta. Ha encontrado ha perdido su alma.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Chanfle.
Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul. Martha has lost her soul.
Ellos. Entonces yo. Le robé a ella identidad. Su identidad debe ser.
I stole her identity.
¿Qué ocurre? Otra vez el cuerpo de Marta. Oh, ¿qué vamos a hacer? ¿Qué? ¡Uah! Le estamos cortando el rostro. RT hacia la derecha. ¿A poco le vamos a desollar el rostro? Dice que jale así. Oh. Sí, le estamos rompiendo el rostro. Y lo vamos a ponernos como máscara. Ahora lo miro todo de color naranja. ¡Ay, carajo! Me ha hecho asustar. Rayos. El juego va en serio, ¿ah? El juego va completamente en serio. No se va con chistes.
It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul?
Cámara. Nuevo capítulo, la habitación. Yo conozco estos dibujos. Destacado. El de arriba es bueno, me pareció los dibujos de Alicia en el País de las Maravillas, pero no, me estoy equivocando.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright.
Sí, así eran los cuentos. Y los niños, normal, no se traumaban como ahora. Estamos hablando de los años 40. En mi generación, los años 80 ya un poquito que había cambiado el tema. Aunque a pesar que todavía
Our beautiful
persistía.
home. In spite of everything, I prefer being here.
Marta.
Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
Está.
Even more scary fairy tales.
Oh, qué bonito lugar. Actualmente ya solamente hay pista y autos.
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened. It's July 18th.
18 de julio.
I always keep my trinket box locked.
Ah, las dos duermen aquí. Aquí duerme Marta. Y aquí duerme Julia.
Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me. Nanny will be visiting me soon.
La nana.
It's me with the nanny. Or maybe it was Martha. No one can remember.
Pues cuidaba a las dos. Julia.
I'm already dressed.
Un calefactor para el frío.
Everything I need is always in my bag.
Para abrir el bolso RB. Has abierto el bolsillo de Julia. Aquí puedes encontrar objetos que Julia lleva siempre consigo junto con los que recoge durante el juego. Los objetos aparecen en la parte inferior izquierda. Selecciona un objeto para utilizarlo. Ahora intenta seleccionar la llave o el mapa. Acá está el mapa y acá está la llave.
The key to my trinket box.
Julia.
Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
Wow.
Yes, Erich, I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm not sure we should let her sleep all day. What do you think? What did you say? Okay, I won't wake her up. I'll just turn on her light. So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble.
Pero de todos modos, la verdad sale a flote siempre en algún momento. Esto parece un bergantín, pero no estamos seguros. Pero bueno, ahí dice fragata. Está en francés.
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here. Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
Florencia. Un tocadiscos. Está con llave. Me recuerda un poco acá en Arequipa el convento de Santa Catalina. Casi similar, solamente que en vez de ser así de este material es de sillar. Aunque también ayuda porque el sillar es blanco. Julia.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera? Are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Ese es un motor antiguo.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Para ver los objetivos. Cosas que hacer. Marta siempre lee el periódico. Tengo que hacer lo mismo que ella para que nadie sospeche. Requisitos. Lee el periódico del 18 de julio. Información adicional podría estar en una mesa. Pura leña. A leña trabajan.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth.
Ujú.
Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a...
Esa ya la leí.
Julia Kay. Distressed but supported by faith. Irene the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th. A kilo more every month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
La cámara. Caracho, no puedo. Ahí está.
For Julia, to take more and more photos. Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times.
Era chocolate. Sí, de verdad siento que estoy en Santa Catalina.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Una cocina antigua. Y un radio antiguo también. Radio AM.
War, always war, even in paintings.
Oggi Bonsi, on the day of St. Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falcium Regiment, counterattacked yesterday, forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
Florence, July 15th, 1944. General Erich K. As per our prior agreement, we are sending you military encrypted communication material. The device must remain hidden and secret. Hail. Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
Acá sigue la... Bueno, Marta sigue aquí. Wow, qué bonito lugar. Me gusta. Piano.
Old photographs that father took of this house. We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
Ah, son alemanes. La despensa.
These could be of use to me.
No lo sé, pero... Por si
Mummy's
acaso.
medicine. Will they do her any good? Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking.
Ya se rompió un vino y han estado ahí limpiando. Ay, no, es este. Entonces esto es una bodega de vinos.
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Los barriles de vino. Para destilar, me imagino.
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was a child. They always told me that a fairy brought them. I didn't really believe them, but it was nice to think that. Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to.
Intenta sacar una foto de un gorrión en el exterior para probar la cámara. Condiciones.
Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo.
¿Ok? Entonces vamos a sacar una foto. Los papás los vi salir por acá. Una hoz, más tijeras, un hacha, pinzas. Qué bonito lugar. Estoy ahí. Es la iglesia. Entonces la gente va a entrar por acá para visitar a Marta. Pero no veo por aquí ningún gorrioncillo. Ah, qué bonito lugar. Me gusta.
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
Sí, el río se nota todavía bien limpiecito, cosas que también ya no se ven en este tiempo.
I always wanted to swim here when I was with Nanny, even when it was cold.
Hasta acá llega, pero no hay el dichoso gorrioncillo. Es una zona rural. Sí, me recuerda a Arequipa también. A Characato más que todo. Con esos árboles largos del fondo. Mira los carneritos. No, no son carneros. Son como una especie de chivos sin barba. Cabras. Ese es un toro. Una vaca y su ternero. Acá los conejos. Pero no hay ningún gorrioncillo todavía.
I was afraid of animals when I was little. I never approached them alone.
Yo más bien de niño en Characato sí me acercaba, no tenía miedo. Pero sí, pensándolo ahora de viejo, me podía haber pasado algo. Me acercaba muy peligrosamente, o muy imprudentemente en realidad. Estos ya son los bosques.
Best to stay close to home, at least for now.
Entonces el gorrioncillo no está por ahí.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
¿Ven? ¿Se dan cuenta? Eso es lo que hace la guerra. Y no encontramos al dichoso gorrión. Mm. ¿Cómo? Mientras sujetas la cámara aparecerá un icono que indica los puntos de interés fotográfico. Este icono aparecerá y se hará más claro cuanto más cerca estés. Pulsa X para ver tu cámara. El obturador. No has desbloqueado apariencias de cámara. No has desbloqueado apariencias de cámara. Ah. Julia está ahí. Prueba de la cámara. Allá en ese redondo. Estoy lejos. Entonces sigo de frente. Voy por el camino de la derecha y sigo de frente, ¿no? Ay, caracho. Entonces voy de frente. Voy camino por la derecha. Medio como que el juego se está lajeando, ¿no? Sí, voy por acá por la derecha. Y de acá para este lado, ¿no? Entonces por aquí debe estar el cochino gorrioncillo. Pecho amarillo. A ver. Estás a punto de hacer tu primera foto. Para simplificar la formulación, la vista previa de la imagen muestra los ajustes de medida que cambias tu cámara. En la vida real, la imagen del visor está controlada por el objetivo secundario, solo responde al enfoque. Demasiado lejos. Exposición correcta. ¿Qué quiere que tome aquí? Allá está la cámara. Allá arriba está el cochino gorrión. Entonces, ya lo vi. Allá está el gorrión. Mira cuánto me ha costado. Usar la cámara. Estás a punto de hacer una foto en la que no se ha encuadrado correctamente. Una característica importante del reportaje. Puedes continuar, pero la historia no puede progresar. ¿Quieres continuar? No. Entonces, elemento parcialmente marcado. Elemento marcado. Exposición correcta. Entonces, como, o desde abajo. Y por eso está desenfocado. Un momento. ¿Verdad que puedo modificar el... enfocado? Ahora sí.
Excellent. I've taken the picture. Now it's straight to the dark room in the cellar to print it.
Ahora sí, vamos al cuarto oscuro.
Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
Ay, no, este es el cuarto. ¿Dónde quedaba la despensa? Por acá, ¿no? Sí, por acá. No, esta es la cocina. Ahí estoy muerta. Ahí Marta está muerta. Y ahora sí vamos al cuarto oscuro. Para revelar una foto, primero que tendrás que utilizar la ampliadora. La ampliadora es un instrumento óptico que permite procesar el papel fotográfico. Después de hacer una foto, la película deberá ser revelada en varios pasos. Este aspecto se ha omitido para simplificar, pero en realidad los pasos son los siguientes. La película se enrolla primero en una bobina y se introduce en un pequeño depósito. A continuación, ese depósito se sumerge en el revelador, se lava y se sumerge en un baño que parpadea. A continuación se lava, de nuevo se seca y por último se corta. Encontrarás tus rollos de película ya revelados y listos para imprimir. Elige la imagen que quieres imprimir en el papel. La vista previa de la izquierda te ayudará a elegir. Por supuesto, verás tus imágenes en negativo. Ahora te permite personalizar aún más tus fotos. Puedes elegir en qué parte del papel se imprime la imagen. Ya. Cuando los 3 círculos estén alineados, la imagen está enfocada. Si sigues viendo la imagen desenfocada, literalmente la hayas fotografiado así. Juega con el ajuste hasta que te parezca adecuado. Cuando te parezca todo en orden, pulsa X para continuar. Ahí. Y para ajustar y desenfocar. Ahí. Cuando se retira el filtro rojo, la imagen se expone en el papel. Este proceso se ha automatizado y se ha hecho más rápido de lo que ocurre en la vida real. Ah, ok. Sumerge el papel en el revelador y aparecerá la imagen. Para conseguir esta exposición ideal, saca el papel del baño revelador cuando el temporizador esté en la zona verde. Y sacas el papel demasiado pronto o demasiado tarde, la foto se estropeará y tendrás que volver a imprimirla. En la vida real, la inmersión en el revelador va seguida de un lavado, un baño que parpadea y un segundo lavado. Estos baños adicionales se han omitido para favorecer la simplicidad. Aquí tienes tu foto.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Objetivo actualizado. Aquí tienes tu foto, puedes guardarla en tu álbum o desecharla. Puedes imprimir cada toma tantas veces como quieras. Todas las fotos están disponibles para imprimir en cualquier momento, ¿ok? Poner la foto en el álbum. Auto guardado.
There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards. Daddy had this device brought here last week. It's old, but still works. He has always loved everything technological.
Es una cinta de audio, una cinta magnética. Las primeras cintas en los años 40. Ok, vamos a dejar acá el juego, señores. Y nos vamos a ver entonces en un próximo video. Continuando con el juego Marta está muerta.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
Bueno, sí, vamos a dejar acá el juego y ya nos vemos en un próximo video. Tengan ustedes entonces muy buenas noches.